Alright guys, so we're back, ready to get started on this thing. Got the roof off, it's all cleaned up, gotta let it dry though. Wipe it all down, get it ready for paint. Got this front semi done. It's pretty smooth, I mean it has some rough spots in it. But what I'm actually gonna do is, because it is good and thick and hard, is I'm going to actually take Flex Seal and cover it to give it like a rough look. Because the idea is I'm going to do the whole entire part of the car in Flex Seal and then paint over it. That way it gives it a protective coating. I'm going to do this in Flex Seal. It'll cover up all these blemishes that I still got left. And then I'll get it painted red. This part from here over this way and the front will be red from here up. And then the whole inside will be yellow. I've already got started on the car. I got the first coat on it. If you know anything about my channel, you know I get bored real easy and I tend to do some work. So what I did is I painted this, and I had a video of me starting it, which I'll post if I can find it. But if not, either way, it's just the first coat. It's just a rough coat. I'm not going to paint this bottom part because there's a mat that goes down. I am going to paint the mats red just like this. This will all be painted and then clear Flex sealed. That way it'll give it a protective barrier. That's what I'm thinking. The outside will be glossed over with a 2X or 2K. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the hardener clear coat. That'll be the outside. Same with this. I still got to finish the trunk part. And I haven't done any of the dash. I still got to paint the entire dash. So this took me 2 cans to just get this part just roughed up. So we're looking at probably another 4 to 5 cans to get it good. Plus the 2 cans of clear coat. Plus the interior, probably 2 or 3 cans of the clear Flex Seal. Plus whatever else I'll need. So definitely a lot of paint. Still waiting on the motor, so I was just go ahead and knock out what I can. We're going to get this thing wiped down and finished painted. I'll get another coat thrown on it today. Then probably the last coat tomorrow or this afternoon, and we'll go from there. See what it looks like. As soon as that dries, we'll get started on that. But this was in the shop all night drying, so we're going to get it cleaned up and get it painted. Alright, so we survived our second coat. Got rid of a lot of that tiger stripe. Time I get to that final coat, it'll be perfect. Trunk, everything looking good. There is some overspray, but keep in mind once it's all done, I intend to repaint all this anyways black. Same with underneath. All that will be painted black, so I'm not really worried about the overspray right now. I do have paint or tape and stuff. For once I get the top done, I can tape it all off to do the bottom. And I'll do the bottom once I get it up on my lift over there. But yeah, it's looking good. I haven't done the interior for its second coat. I gotta grab some more paint. That's the paint I'm using right there. Rust-Oleum. 2 times the cover with the primer. It's gloss apple red. I like the color. I'm not a fan of red anyways. But it'll work. I will probably... I got a couple blemishes here and there. One's right there on the front. I might sand it out and retouch it up. But for the most part, it's looking pretty decent. I think anyways. Put a couple more cans. That's 2 cans right there. Put 2 more on it and that should do it. Hit it with the clear coat after it dries. And I think it'll turn out great. Then we'll worry about the inside. Get it all done. Hit it with the... whatever that stuff's called, the Flex Seal. We should be good. I am painting over the tail lights because I don't want them. I don't see no purpose in having them. I'm either going to go get the tail light stuff to fix that lens to make it shaped like that, or I'm going to go online and see if I can find one of those maybe. Get it ordered, and that should complete it. It should turn out pretty decent after that. We're going to let this dry for a little bit while I run and get some more paint. And then we're going to throw that last coat on there and put this thing up, let it dry. Alright, so while we're letting this coat dry, I'm going to go ahead and paint these headlights. We're painting them white. Not really sure about the eyes yet. I know I'm going to do a black, but I might do something a little different with that. For right now, we're going to paint over these. I got them cleaned up, scuffed them up with sandpaper pretty decent. Hopefully the paint sticks. We'll see what they look like. Alright, so the paint work is all done, finally. It has a total of 3 coats on it. Well, it has 7. It took 7 cans of paint to paint that, plus 2 cans of clear coat to get it all done. It turned out pretty decent. It's got a little bit of orange peel to it, but not as bad as I thought it would be. It's pretty slick up. I mean, it turned out good. It has a couple of blemishes in it here and there. Interior's done. I do still have to put the Flex Seal in here just as a protective guard. But for the most part, it's looking pretty decent. Got some stuff. I got to take these pedals off and paint them and the column, everything else. But that's last because I'm going to have to do welding, especially to the throttle. Because when you hit it, it does pull forward. But I'll probably have to weld a bracket here with a throttle cable that goes up to it. So there's no sense in me painting it yet. Plus I got to figure out something with brakes because it has nothing. So got the headlights put back in. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that, but that's kind of the first design of it. Looks kind of funky. I don't know. But now we're going to get this rear end tore apart. Now that it's finally shaded out here. Not 300 degrees. Get this tore apart, pulled out of here. Got to take these nuts off, both sides, unhook that, and just pull it right out. So let's get it tore apart. Alright, so fast forward 2 days ahead, and this is what we got. I tore this rear end apart, and the type of gearing that's in it, I could change if I have to. But it's just, I'd have to probably take it to a machine shop and get it machined down and everything else. So for now, we're going to leave it at the gear ratio it's set at. This actually turned 5-to-1. So that's actually a little better. Usually a golf cart's about 7 or 8-to-1, I believe. So that's a little higher gear already. I painted everything up, painted the shocks up. Nothing fancy, just got it all painted up. Give it a little... When you back away from it, just gives you a little bit of a look from the side. Of course, it don't have the bumpers or nothing. I'm going to go with these wheels. That way they're white. They'll be repainted. And the center will stay red. That way it stays true to the standard, whatever, look, I guess. I ordered stickers. They're on the way. The little tike stickers. As well as the motor. I redid the front end also. Same thing, cleaned it all up, painted it all up, swapped tires out for these new tires. But this will be it for this video. And it will pick up probably about 2 weeks because I'm waiting on the motor to come in. And we'll pick it all back up from there. We'll get underneath this thing, get it all mounted. Thanks for watching. Y'all stay tuned.